Good morning, UPK. Today's gonna be a little bit different. Miss Herman doesn't have her tripod, so you'll be seeing my hands and our sheet instead of my face today. But that's okay because what is important is what's on the sheet and what we're gonna be doing with it. So as you may know, we're coming up on our 100th day of school, and I thought that this would be a perfect opportunity to learn to count to 100 in a few different ways. So, first, we're going to start with something that may look familiar to us that we've been learning in some of our videos, and which it's just filled in the paper. But we could start with the first one. This you may recognize is a 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, this is a 10 frame, and then each of these are 10 frames. So, each one of these equals 10. Now we're going to see that when we add them together, there's 10 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And those 10 tens equal 100. Now, before I get you confused, we're going to do this in order. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it, and then you're actually going to have these sheets as well in your email. So you're going to do it with probably a little bit more fun stuff than Miss Herman has on hand. But Miss Herman's going to use cereal because that's what she has. And we're going to learn to count to 100 using our 10 frames. So what you're going to do is you're going to fill in the boxes. And you can use anything really that you want that'll fit in the box. Miss Herman had cereal on hand, so that's what I'm using. You could use sprinkles, chocolate chips, gummy bears, M&Ms. And then it could be a cool 100th day of school snack. So as you can see, Miss Herman has filled in the boxes, and now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces of cereal. If Miss Herman filled up all of these boxes with different kinds of cereal, there would be more, and as you'll see, will equal out to 100. Miss Herman is just showing you how to do this, but you're going to do this and count it yourself because we know that counting is important, right? So Miss Herman's adding now a different kind, but still the same amount. So far we have 3, 4, 5, 6. It's okay if it's a little bit bigger than your box. 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we know we have 2 10 frames filled with 2 different types of cereal. And we're going to count them all together. As we know, when we add, we count each separate part all together. So we're going to count it. This one I'm just going to do it straight across because we know with our counting finger, and this should be the easiest way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. So this is a 10 frame filled with 10, and this is a 10 frame filled with 10. But if I put them together, it equals to the number 20. And that will be shown in my next. So what you're going to do is fill in all these boxes with all different snacks, and you're going to count them when you're done, and it should all equal to 100. Now that brings me into how we can count by tens to make 100. Let me just scoot that over here. Now this is a similar piece of paper. Let me see if I can fit it into the screen a little better. And you would take the same amount. So you're just going to add really 10 into each of these boxes, but they don't all say 10, right? Because when we're counting by tens, you're really adding 10 to each number, and that will bring you to 100. So if Miss Herman puts It's getting a little shaky. But if Miss Ramon puts 10 of her frosted mini wheats in the first one, yeah, it's gonna go outside of the box a little bit. It's still the same amount of mini wheats that I had in my 10 frame. And if I add my little Chex Mix to the next box that says 20, it's the same amount of Chex Mix cereal that I had in my 10 frame. Oh, sorry, the cereal's getting a little wild. But now we see it in a different way, but still adding up to the number 20. And what you're going to do is then transfer your whatever you put on here into the boxes to see how each of them will make. We'll add 10 until you get to 100. And quickly, just before I go, counting by tens, as Miss Ramon said, we should try to clean up her crumbs, is just you're adding 10 to each number that comes before. So we start with 10. If you add another 10 onto the number 10, it's 20. So it goes 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Please send us pictures and videos of your child doing this, and it's a great way to learn how to count by tens, but also see how 10 tens can equal 100, while also knowing 10 groups of 10 equal 100. And this can also be done in a lot of different ways. You can even use these 10 frames for other adding and 10 frame work besides just 100. You could even cut it shorter. You could do 50. So have fun and can't wait to see what your work is.